index card as usual. Okay. SAMFORD. Done. And here. Yeah. All right. JD talking. JD talking sports. How's everybody doing? There he is. Good afternoon. All right. Let me tell you, I just watched the end of the Northwestern FAU game. Northwestern, all their points were scored by their starting five. They have four white guys playing on their team. That's like old school basketball. But Boo Buie is the leader of that team. And FAU was tied, 8 seconds left. The star of the Final Four last year, John L. Davis, had the ball. And for some reason, he took forever to come up and then took a contested three that got blocked at the buzzer. And at one point, Northwestern didn't miss a shot in overtime and they ended up losing. They didn't have any shot in that game. That wasn't happening. They shouldn't have even been in the game. There was a weird call to someone on Golden, the center from Russia for FAU, got hit in the face on a play. There was no foul called, and they keep going to the monitor, and you're like, what the? They went to they go to the monitor now so many goddamn time, it just ruins the flow of the game. In every game, the kids do this with their hands, and that's all they do. They just keep doing this over and over and over again, and it drives me fucking nuts. It's just forever. And yeah, FAU, you know what? Chris Collins, they had major injuries this year. He has those guys playing. I feel like he's done all he can do with Northwestern. It'd be nice to see him get a shot at a bigger school. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Davis was thinking. I mean, he's their guy. Drive to the hoop, might get a foul, might get something. Had the game ball in your hands. This is what every kid wishes for. Last 8 seconds of a tied game, you have the ball. You can do whatever you want. And he, I don't know what he was thinking. Undisciplined basketball. What they have? They season high in turnovers. They shot like shit. Yeah, they played like I had them going. I had them winning the game. I mean, I didn't have them winning after today, but they had them winning today over Northwestern. But Northwestern played disciplined basketball, got the job done, 77-65. Yeah, I mean, blew them out in overtime. Western Kentucky is playing against. Yeah, there's no and then that's the game there. And I'm trying to see. I think all the games are goddamn overtime. I was trying to see. Okay, yeah, we have Western Kentucky's up by 7 and the number 2 Marquette at the half, which is like, what the fuck is going on here? I have San Diego State over UAB in that game. I'm like, oh my God. And Kentucky. Listen, let's talk about Samford. That was a fucking block. He got all ball. I got the picture up. All ball. Ref is following the fucking play and he misses it. How the fuck do you miss that shit? How do you miss that? Even in they don't. It's not reviewable. Are you fucking kidding? That was a huge play. They would have got a shot at the end to win the game. And Samford was playing their asses off. And Kansas gets a fucking win. And I fucking hate Kansas. I can't stand that Dickinson went there. I don't think they're that good. I thought they should have got the loss in the game. I thought Samford played their asses off, and they took the L. Jesus. I mean, he got all goddamn ball. And the rest of them, we were talking last night. What was Brandon saying? They're blind as a fucking bat. Blind as a bat. That they can't see? Every play should be reviewable. I'm sorry. An egregious play like that. And the kid from Kansas, what, with Timberlake, not Justin, the other Timberlake, he totally sold it like he got hacked. Bullshit. All ball. You see the picture right here. All fucking ball. All fucking ball. Bullshit. I hate that shit. Kids are playing their asses off. And I had Samford beat in Kansas. I really did. I thought they had a shot because I thought Kansas was highly overrated this year. Kentucky lost. Officials should never be the reason. Yes, it's terrible in all sports. I agree, Josh. Refs should have nothing. You shouldn't even know the refs are fucking there. That's how the game should be played. You shouldn't even know they're part of the game. That was all fucking ball last night. Egregious. And then how about this? Oakland. Now I had him on a show. Milton, I was talking to Milton yesterday, so I didn't get to talk. He was at the game. His David Kramer I had on, who talked about, he was a huge Lions fan. I had him on a game previously. David, I think he's a boost. I don't want to say boost. He's on the board of Oakland. Well, Oakland basketball has had the same coach, the same coach who's Oakland basketball coach for like 40 years. 40 years. 40 years they've had their coach. And they got the job done yesterday, man. Yeah. Jack Golke, who was playing D2 basketball, grad transfer, 10 threes. 10 threes last night. 10 threes. Yeah. 10 threes, and they beat Coach Cal. And immediately, I didn't do it to be a dick, because Greg Kampe is the coach. Brandon is a huge Kentucky fan. Huge. Bleeds blue. So I want to know what happened. And he says, Coach Cal's got to go. Okay. $32 million to buy him out. He has a lifetime contract. You think they're going to just get rid of him? Listen, the boosters might be furious. You lost. Now, I looked up. Kentucky has been no bueno. Last 5 years, they have as many wins in the NCAA tournament as Oakland does. And this was Oakland's first NCAA tournament in 5 years. So Kentucky, NBA All-Stars last 4 years, 16. NCAA tournament wins the last 4 years. 1. Thank you, Brian Eyes, for this. Last 5 years, Memphis and Kentucky 120 win. So 21-22, they lost to number 15 St. Peter's. 22-23, what's up, Brian? They lost to number 3 K-State in the second round. And this year they lost to number 14 Oakland. I mean, guys, they're not getting, this is Cal. Calipari gets whatever he wants. He gets everything he wants in the world. And most money was bet to win March Madness future bets, plus 2,200 at DraftKings on Kentucky. Now, he isn't getting it done. He is not getting it done. And you lose to Oakland, which advances to the second round for the first time in program history. Program history. First time. Good God. And, you got a kid who's playing D2 basketball. D2 basketball. He's in his redshirt senior year, his season high in points was 31 versus Ashland. D2. He joins as a grad student. 32 points to beat Kentucky. And this is from Karthika Yutha Yakumar, who I love her stuff. She always posts great stuff. So Jack Golke took 3 to 35 shots with Oakland this season. Only 8 of the 335 were from 2. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Cullum? That's damn. Damn. They played their asses off. And every time I thought Kentucky, I'll tell you, I was rooting for Oakland, but I wanted Kentucky to win because I had Kentucky going to the final. But I'm like, you know what? That's what happens with these tournaments. And in the end, I always want the only team I want to win every year is North Carolina. And everybody else, it kills me. If I bet on them winning the Natty, that it comes back and bites me in the ass, but I got to do it. Josh knows where I am with that. Every year it's Nat. We were talking about this with HTJ. It's like, what's a good for UNC basketball? It's Natty or nothing. For the Yankees, it's World Series or nothing. That's what I think of with my franchises. Now the Knicks, hey, they haven't won it forever, but now we see something with the future. So I'm not going to say this season is a failure, and OG's not going to play the next game still against the Nets, and they played tough last night. They were kind of in it. Hey, you had Hardenstein, who had 20 points, career high yesterday, fouled out, 20 points, 8 rebounds, but you're going against Jokic, who had a triple-double. You had Michael Porter Jr., who had over 30 points. You're not winning those games. That's a tough team to play. They are the best of the best. I really feel that they have a very legitimate shot to repeat as champions. I really do. I think that team is just the way they're built. And Murray went down. He got hit at the end. I feel like basketball players are a bunch of pussies sometimes. They get nicked a little bit. They're grabbing each other. Get hit in the face. Get the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking bitch. So I thought, listen, they won 3 in a row on the road. And everybody's like, 3-1 on a road trip. And you're in the game in the fourth quarter against the defending NBA champs, I'd say is a very good and you were down. You didn't have guys. You didn't have guys last night. You don't have OG. You don't have Julius Randle. You don't have Mitch Robinson. You have Precious Achua, who has been playing out of his goddamn mind, giving you quality minutes every goddamn night. And Brunson, he's not going to hit he's going to have good days. He's going to have bad days. He had a great trip. He didn't play. He didn't play badly last night. So I was going to the Rangers game. I was talking to Saul yesterday. Rangers, Panarin set a career high. What does he have now? 41. What does Panarin have right now? He has 41 goals. Am I correct in my assumption of that? He has, hat trick. 39, 40, and 41. 97 points. That's a career high. You had Fox at his 13th. That's a career high for him. You had Jonathan Quick, who tied Ryan Miller with 391 wins. That is the most by American goalkeeper, USA goalkeeper ever. Mika got his 23rd. They are 3-0 against Boston. They're 6-2. What is Boston? Yeah, they're 6-2 last 8. They're 1 point behind Boston, 97-96. And Boston is now 5-2 the last 7. Yeah, I mean, Panarin had his 3rd hat trick of the season, 7th of his career. We're going tomorrow night. King Cup prime rib. Then we're going to the Ranger game. And yeah, they're 46, 20, and 4. This week was a killer week. And then Winnipeg went to the Devils and lost 4-1. And what did I see? That Luke Hughes became the 5th rookie defenseman for the Devils. He's got to get 30 assists in a season. So they got the Hughes brothers in that team. But the Rangers, I mean, damn, listen, go to Boston, get a win. That's huge. Huge win yesterday for the Rangers. Yeah, Nick's going to go with Nets suck. Nets really suck. But this is the thing about sports. Okay, so the Kings go to play the Wizards yesterday. Wizards had 11 wins and they lost by 7. You can't lose to fucking the Wizards. If you are a legitimate team, you have to beat shitty teams home and away. You have to beat them. You can't lose to an 11-win goddamn freaking Wizard team when Fox is 25. Sabonis had 14. Okay, double. But Monk, you can't lose. You can't lose to a team with 11. You got to take every game. I know you're going to have down games. You can't have a down game against a team that is complete shit. And the Wizards suck. The Wizards fucking suck. I know Kuzma, okay, 31. They suck. Can't lose to those teams. You got to beat those teams. And that's something the Knicks have been doing this year. Yeah, they've had a couple bad losses here and there. But listen, they have played very well, but hey, we're going to see what happens going forward. We're going to see what it's going. The Nets play. We got the Rangers tomorrow. Prime rib. And tomorrow, now this sounds kind of, I'm going to say it. Sounds kind of gay. Okay, you know what? Cancel me, guys. It does sound. Tomorrow, Michigan and I was our meet-iversary. I call it our anniversary. That's what I'm going to call. It's our anniversary. I met her at her friend Sherry's 50th birthday party, and there were 3 single girls there. There was a Jewish American princess, one I called Raccoon Eyes, because she had, the black on her eyes, and Michigan was Hockey Girl. So I met her. I go, oh, you're Hockey Girl. That's what I called her. That's the first thing I ever said to her. She goes, Hockey Girl. Yeah, I heard you're the one who loves hockey. And we talked last night because I was talking to Saul about this. She said if she had to go with her go-to, Michigan is her favorite, but Michigan Rangers is pretty much. I said, "What's your fandom?" And she loves the Rangers, but she's really Michigan football. But also, I said, Michigan football. What do you have? 12, 15 games a year. Where hockey with playoffs, you could have 100 games in a season. So, and we watch every Rangers game too, and we go to so many goddamn Ranger games. So that's what I said to her too. I said, you really, I understand you pull for your school, whatever, but I just kind of wanted an answer. So yes, tomorrow is 5 years together, and yeah, it's not gay. People should definitely celebrate the good things. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Podcast Rob just shuts me up in a good way. Yeah, I mean, so she's not listening anyway, so she fucking's on it. So, I got her some cards, I got her flowers, and yeah, we're going out tomorrow night, and we're going away in May. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow's gonna be great, dude. I mean, they're playing the Panthers. It's like a really, really good game. And yeah, and UNC's playing tomorrow. I don't know what time they're playing. That's another thing. What time are they playing tomorrow? Does Josh know? I gotta check that out because I was like, shit. I know, and it's supposed to pour tomorrow. So I got a client I got to train in the morning in the fucking pouring rain. I got to go across town, and hopefully I don't get soaked. UNC, I'll be at dinner. 5:30. They're playing Michigan State, and that game scares the shit out of me because I thought Mississippi State was going to kick their asses. I said 19-14. They're not that good a team, and you got Tom Izzo coaching this team, and they blew out the Bulldogs, blew them out, and I was like, fuck. So now we got to go against Michigan State, who's got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Like today, I'm getting my asses kicked. I thought, I thought Baylor. I'm like, oh, Baylor, Colgate's going to kick their asses. JD, good going there. Yeah. They were down by 20. They only lost by 25. I think I have New Mexico beating Clemson, and Marquette at a 2 is down 7.5. I like San Diego State. And then we have Stetson. Stetson should lose by like 50 to UConn. Yale, Auburn. Now, I took Auburn. Auburn's never lost a first-round game. They're 11-0. But I think Yale, but it's also, Ivy League. But I think those are the scrappy, gritty teams that you get nervous about. Colorado, Florida. I think I took Florida, but I probably should have taken them. And then Nebraska, Texas A&M is playing in the men and women's. And Trev Albert, the AD at Nebraska, who played at Nebraska, is now the AD at Texas A&M. So it's funny. The men and women are both playing against each other. Vermont, Duke. I would love Vermont to beat Duke. I would love it. Grambling in their first ever NCAA tournament got their first NCAA tournament win. They get Purdue. I think I took Charleston over Alabama because I think Alabama isn't that good. Longwood, Houston. Yeah, Houston. I got James Madison as a 12 beating Wisconsin. I think James Madison, 31-3, has a lot to prove. And then you got the 9-8. You never know. TCU, Utah State, and I have Grand Canyon going to the Sweet 16, beating number 5 St. Mary's later tonight, which I will be watching later. But yeah, so we got that going. JD Martinez is going to the Mets. Everybody I've heard is excited. Jay is, Rob is, Bumbles has already told me. He goes, "Hey, you see Stanton? He knocked another run today. I told you he's gonna have a monster year. So I'm giving you props right now. Bumbles, I'm giving you props. He said Stanton's gonna have a monster season. I hope so for Yankee fans. I hope for all of us for all us Yankee fans that he gets it done this year. I really do. And Martinez is, I think he's deferring. Is that the word I'm looking? What's the word I'm looking for? Is that deferring the money? 2034 to 38. He's deferring, I think, 7.5 to $8 million of this $12 million. Bumble sent me a thing. He wanted 12. He was offered 14, and he took 12 for the Mets. I think it's a great pickup for them. I think now you got some more power in the lineup. You protect. You got Lindor. You got Alonso. Now you got Martinez. And you have what's it? Who's the catcher? Alvarez. You got him now. Now you got 4 guys. Who are you going to pitch around? And that's going to give guys better pitches. And we're going to see what happens. Stearns was patient. Yes, it did. Podcast Rob. That's exactly what Bumbles told me today. And I started talk about this with my buddy. So Danny Sacco is coaching baseball at St. Elizabeth, which is Division III. And remember the catcher I talked to who was on my podcast? Oh, I'm blanking on her name right now, but I had her on the show, and she's the catcher of the baseball team. And I apologize. I'm blanking on names right now, but he actually sent me. So he used to coach high school baseball. Boudin is a town next to where I grew up in Montville, and he's coaching baseball there. And he told me that he likes coaching better. They're more dedicated. The parents aren't pains in the asses and all that stuff. And I said, "Oh, dude, that's really cool." So I was like, so I forgot to mention that the other day. And I was like, "Dude, I'm really sorry about that I didn't mention it the other day." I'm trying to find the girl. I'm trying to find her name because he was down. They were down the last time I talked about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what did he tell me about? Yeah, that they were the first. Yeah, Alexia George. I apologize. Lex, I apologize. So she's the catcher, and she started games for them this season. I don't think they're having a great season. They're playing actually right now, and I was like, dude, I am not sitting outside watching a baseball game. Did you see the weather? So now, Mets open Thursday, and Quintana, is that who's opening day pitcher? Mets, who they open against Thursday? Because I know the Yankees open up in Houston, and I know my cousin Hal is going to it. The Mets are playing Thursday against, it's kind of crazy. Thursday against the Brewers. Yes. It's going to be 56 degrees, maybe. That's fucking cold, dude. I went to opening day one time. I think it was like 75 or 80. It was awesome. But why are we playing baseball games on March 28th? We need to start that early? I mean, it's really ridiculous, guys. That's way too early. Yeah, Quintana. Thank you, Rob. I just feel like it's way too early. It's freezing out, and Jesus, I get. You heard about that story about Cone pitched that game in the cold weather, and didn't he get a blood clot in his arm? And he was pitching in the really cold weather. So I get concerned about that kind of stuff. I do. I mean, I guess we're going to see what happens. And John Hart, 5 triple doubles in his last 22 games now, and no OG or no Julius. Yeah, I saw on the Company J site that OG is going to sit out. I think OG is going to be out for a while. I don't think, and I don't, what reporters say you take with a grain of salt, but you know what? They said, he didn't like playing in pain in Toronto, and that pisses me off a little bit because I feel like, you want guys that are warriors that are going to play. Now, I'm not saying if it's career threatening, whatever, but it's his elbow. I think if you can play through it, pain, there's different levels of pain. My client, Carol, has had both hips replaced. And she has a pain threshold that's not. It's actually this is the opposite of the equation. Where we went to see a Liberty game a long time ago. That's when the second hip started going, and the pain was so bad that I got her like 2 drinks. She liked gin and tonic. Didn't do anything. She went to the doctor. They go, it is like they had to have her in days because it was bone on bone. It was like at the point where, it was, and that's when she started feeling pain, like at the last possible second. So that's what I'm wondering what his pain threshold is. But I mean, I guess it's It's a shooting elbow. I mean, they need him out there, but you know what? I mean, that's the thing too. I mean, they really, I would love to see what this team could do at full strength. I really do, because the way they're playing now, and imagine they had everybody at full strength, the potential is limitless. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing too. I know Boston's the best team in the conference, but listen, Boston choked. They've choked in the past. As you can see, look, Kentucky came in, they have all these, diaper dandies as what's his name would call it? I'm blanking on names today. As he would call them, diaper dandies. And the money. They said that this year Oakland spent $2.3 million on basketball and Kentucky spent over $23 million. $23 million on basketball. It's not a lot of players on the team. I mean, you don't have this isn't a big roster. So they get the best of the best. All these kids were driving Porsches and NIL money, and the money is flowing. The money can't be flowing if you're losing the first round. And I'm sorry. Listen, I respect Oakland came and played their ass off. Kentucky shouldn't be losing to Oakland. I'm sorry. You can't be losing. You can't be being a powerhouse and blue bloods and all that shit and losing to an Oakland team. I'm sorry. You can't have a guy who played D2 last year coming in and having more heart and playing harder than you. And then what did Coach Cal said that, it's 19-year-olds playing against 24 and 25-year-olds. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit. It's you know what? It doesn't matter if they're 24 and 25. If they're not at the skill level you're at, what does it matter? Oh, so they're a little older than you? When you play in the NBA, not everybody, a lot of players are a lot older than you. This guy's playing in their 30s. So what, you shouldn't play in the NBA because you have to go against 38-year-old LeBron? So that's the case? So we should say that too? Oh, he's so much older than me. When you were a kid, you got your ass kicked by older kids. If you had an older brother, he kicked your ass. You didn't sit there and go, well, he's older than me, and, it's not fair. That's life, baby. And that's the NIL now, and these guys getting more opportunities. Does it mean they've just been playing a long time? Look at the kid on UNC who's 25, who I can't stand. UNC, the 25-year-old name Cormac Ryan. He's 25 years old, dude. And I'll tell you, he's not playing that great. He's 25. He's been playing forever. There was a kid in Northwestern this year. What he scored? 18 today. He was playing on Princeton last year. That's the way the league is now, man. And then you're going to use the excuse that I got young kids and they're playing against 24 and 25-year-olds. These guys have been playing AAU and all that shit. Yeah. Don't want to be in the NBA and yeah. And that's another thing. Exactly. The one and done. They're not ready. They think now they know everything. They come in. They think this is a one-year stop because they can't go pro right out of high school and they're going to go to the pros. Well, you know what? If they couldn't beat Oakland, that would show me something. Like Janelle Davis today, who was your vet on FAU. I don't know what the fuck he was. I still can't. I can't fathom what he did. 8 seconds left. The ball's in his hand. If I'm drafting, that's a guy I'd want to talk to and be like, what were you thinking right here, dude? Well, this is what we all dream about. What was going on in your head? You're the alpha male. You're the leader of your team, and you did that shit with 8 seconds left. Now I know we could say they're all kids, but they're still athletes. I mean, that's where you got to have a gunner. You got to have. You think Iverson would have been 8 seconds left? He would have just taken his sweet ass time going up the court. Grant Hill was watching. You think he was going? He wouldn't have done that. The greats want the ball in their hands. Win or lose, they want the ball in their hands. And I know, Saul, Jordan. Hey, more misses than makes, but Kobe wants the ball in their hands. LeBron, Kobe, MJ, that Brunson, with 8 seconds left, isn't dribbling up like, he's going out for like a midday snack. He's taking that ball to the hole and going to try to win the fucking game. I don't know what Davis was thinking. That really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. I was like, bullshit. Yeah, and it bothers me. And Northwestern was playing, these were guys who were, at the end of the game, I watched it. One of the Northwestern guys was playing D, top of the key, and he's slapping his hands together and going, come on. That's the guy. That to me, and they're tired as shit, man. It's been they had all the scoring was from the starting 5 of Northwestern, and that's the kind of guys you want. You want that hunger. You want that drive. You want that commitment. You want that like burning desire, that competitiveness. Win or lose, that's what I want. I don't give a shit if we lost the game. I want to know that you played your fucking ass off and you gave all you had. I don't give a shit if we win or lose. That's what I want. Yeah. Who's joining? Yeah, I hear you, Saul. I hear you. So yeah, I'm a little fired up on that. Yeah. So that's what's on all day. This is the greatest 2 days. Brandon, who big Kentucky guy, he's down in Kentucky. I think he's in Kentucky. He said he was going to a casino and watching all the games. That's what I heard. A lot of guys go out to Vegas and 2 days they just sit there and bet on basketball. To me, I'll just go watch the basketball. You bet on it because it would just piss me off. Because I know I'd lose. I'd be like, nah, I'm losing this game. Yeah. Thank you, Saul. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I love the BYU loss. Duquesne, man, that was awesome. I love that they got the win. Yeah, he's owed, $33 million, I said. That's what he's owed. So Calipari's contract calls for him to be owed 75% of the value remaining on his deal. That's more than more than $33 million. Yeah, and Jeff Goodman said so. This is what Calipari said. I've done this with young teams my whole career. It's going to be hard for me to change that because we've helped so many young people. I don't see myself just saying, okay, we're not going to recruit freshmen. We have an unbelievable group coming in. It's changed on us. All of a sudden, it's gotten really old. So we're playing teams. Our average age is 19. Their average age is 24 and 25. Shut the fuck up. 24 and 20. Average age. What school is average age 24 or 25? Oh, I guess UNC. UNC is got, shit, you're right. What Baycott and Cormac, and then they got that other kid from Brown, Wojcik. I guess they do, but not that. That's not every team. There's a lot of young guys still playing. Well, I guess all the young guys are gone, but he's going that route. He's saying, yeah, and he said, so do I change because of that? Maybe add a couple older guys as supplement? No, dude. What? You know what? You got 19-year-old kids who make 19-year-old mistakes. And that's the thing. And all these kids have been told since they were like 10 years old, you are the shit. Every one of them. You are the shit. You're the guy. You're the guy. You're going to be this. You're going to be the breadwinner. You're going to make this. They see the TV deals. And it's not about a legacy, a winning. It's about building that fucking brand. Well, you can't build a fucking brand if you got nothing to show for it. So I'm tired of these guys with these fucking brands. It's like, you know what the thing is, dude? You got to win games. Because no one will remember Michael Jordan if he went 0-6 in the finals. Michael Jordan built a fucking legacy. Brunson is trying to build a legacy. Kobe built a legacy. Mamba mentality. LeBron built a legacy. LeBron, I mean, to me, I still talk about, I know we talk maybe not the greatest, but LeBron with the hype he came into the pros and to go above and beyond that expectation still blows my mind. Because, it was there. It was games televised as a high school kid. Him getting that Hummer SUV and his mom, and they said, where'd he get it from? Where do you think he got it from? You think his mom bought it for him? Someone bought him the truck. Let's end that conversation. But that's the thing. All these guys think there's only one MJ, there's only one Kobe, there's only one LeBron. And the guys have to realize that, it doesn't happen overnight. This takes time, and it takes a lot of fucking work. I still remember Kobe. Was it the first? The book I read, the first NBA playoffs, I think they lost in shit. Am I right? Is it Utah? I don't. He shot terribly. He went to a local grade school gym. I got the key, and he shot for like 7-8 hours straight. That's what he did. He just kept shooting over and over and over and over again. And I feel like remember the USA Olympic team? They're waking up for breakfast, and Kobe's coming out of the gym after his first workout of the day. And CP3 said, "Oh shit, that's what it takes for greatness." How many guys do that shit? How many guys? You know who I think of too? Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey, what was he? Fifth, sixth brother. Travis was the better athlete. Jason Kelsey, through hard work, discipline, and just grit, desire, became an all-pro center, all on his own. Look at Strahan. Strahan said when he came to New York, he was so scared he never left his hotel room. Strahan built himself up a career and won a championship, and then went and he works his fucking ass off. He works his ass off, and everything he has is earned, as opposed to Tiki fucking Barber, who thought he was the smartest motherfucker in the room. And where did it get him? Now he's fucking doing him and Tierney doing talk sports radio and being a fucking douche. That's what he is. He's a fucking douche. And Strahan took it and built an empire. And everybody wants to be the next Strahan. Listen, doesn't happen. It's a lot of fucking hard work. And I don't think a lot of people, well, listen, I was talking podcast Rob, and hey, listen, if I'm and no disrespect to your, is it your nephew? Your nephew, cousin? I think it's his nephew. He's taking fighter pilot lessons, and he wants to go to one of the academies. And he's going to have to know how hard it is to get into the academy, and from there to become a fighter pilot. I know somebody who's working on nuclear subs. The tests they have to take to pass to get to work and to do all the technology and everything on a nuclear sub. It's so much work. Like, you know what? Listen, it's so easy to put on weight. So easy. It's even harder to take it off again. And everybody, I was talking to Daniel yesterday, my buddy Daniel, and he was doing some keto diet, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he was trying to work out. He got all dizzy. I'm like, dude, you have to find the things that you can work and keep at. You can't do keto forever. It's not sustainable. And you can't do keto and try to get workouts because you're not getting the carbs. You're not enough to burn. You're going to be exhausted. You're just going to have no energy. Great. You lose the weight. The minute you go off the fucking keto, you're going to put it back on. It's about consistency with everything. Everything in life is about consistency. And how much work, what you put in is what you get out of it. If you don't put enough in, then you don't get enough out of it. You just have to, there are days I don't want to work out. There's days when I don't want to do this podcast. And, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wasting my time. I'm not making any money off this. It's not really led to anything. And then I watch someone on TV that sucks, or some talk radio guy who's a fucking douche. And I'm like, I could do that job because I know I'd work harder than him. I know I do. So I put the energy, because I should be putting the same amount of energy into this show, whether it's making money or not making money, because that's my own work ethic. And if I don't have that instilled in me, then what's the point? You should always treat it. Well, what's the point of doing it? If I'm just going to throw shit out there, then I'll just throw shit out there. But that's a disrespect to me. That's disrespect to the people who listen to this show. It's just not cool. And I love Cullum sends me shit. And Felix sends me shit, and Josh and Rob and Aaron and Saul talks, and Jason. Everybody sends me shit, and Bumbles is always like, everybody is just sending me shit like to talk about, and they throw it in my face. Everything, it's great. It's fucking. We all love sports, and now all of a sudden Met fans are like, holy shit, like Bumbles is going through his whole lineup. Like, oh, yeah, you know what? He's going through the whole, and if Marte stays healthy, I think we got a shot. I think we're going to be better. And, he's sending me lineups. He goes, Hauser and Thompson that they got from the Brewers. I'm like, dude, I don't remember who you guys got. Yeah, he's going through the lineup. He goes, okay, Nimmo, Marte, Lindor, Alonso, Martinez, McNeil, Alvarez, Beatty, and Bader. And I forgot about Bader. Now, Bader's a guy who, that's a what-if guy. If he can stay healthy, good God, he could go 20-70. He could go 25-85. I think he has the potential to do that. He has the power. That's a guy who I feel like gets hurt all the time. I feel like that's to get to a point in your career where you're like, dude, what are we doing? We got to just. It's now or never. That has to be for every athlete, for every person. It's now or never. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? Well, this isn't working. Like, that's the thing. You watched the Knicks last night. And, okay, I didn't think they were ever good, but they just kept coming and playing hard. And DiVincenzo is highly underpaid. I love watching him play. And he's now second all time in 3-pointers made for the Knicks, right? I think I saw that. I mean, he's still behind Fournier. Fournier could keep that record for all I care. Fournier, God bless him. For what? 4 years, 80 million? Wow, dude, you should be in the contract Olympics. Contract Olympics. The best commercials on right now. It's a guy, LSU got LSU stuff on. The friend sits in the wrong seat. One guy comes with a thing of popcorn. He goes, "You needed popcorn." He slaps it out of his hand. And I know people that have everybody has to sit in certain places, wear the certain clothes. That's kind of funny. But yeah. You see, I lose my train of thought. But yeah, the Mets, anything is possible. Yankees, listen, everybody's 0-0. I guess we're going to see what happens going forward. But, and the Knicks playing with the great, and that's what everybody says. They're excited about the Knicks. And that's something. When was the last time you heard that? And you know what? Podcast Rob, I got to give you props. I was looking at I was talking about the bad draft picks. Leon Rose isn't making those shitty draft picks. That was all the previous management team. And for how good, oh my God, man, I'm blanking on his name. I see Lakers, how good he was as a championship coach was how bad he was as a GM, whatever, president of operations. Yes, Bumbles, yes. The Padres and Dodgers are both 1-1. You're amazing. Yeah. Were you saved? Yeah, Phil Jackson. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Think about that. How much damage he did. Because I went through that yesterday. How many bad freaking draft picks. Terrible. Phil Jackson. I mean, guys aren't even playing in the NBA anymore. I mean, they're not even playing in the league anymore. So, damn. I'm like, shit. I was like, wow. Yeah. So Texas, this is for Hal and Dom. NCAA tournament record at Texas. Shaka Smart, 0-3, including losses, a 3 seed. Chris Beard went 1-1 before he was busted with that chick. Something happened with him with a woman. He got fired. Now he's at Ole Miss. Rodney Terry's 4-1. Yeah, and Jay Terry. Yeah. What worse is the guys he pay? Oh yeah, dude. You see, that's the thing. If you think that way, Josh, you'll have a fucking heart attack. If you think that way, what did someone send me that? One of you guys sent me something. How basketball has changed since Curry came in, where a 17-point lead. I think it was Rob from the podcast with Reddick and LeBron, where a 17-point lead with 9 minutes left isn't there anymore. And LeBron goes, that fucking Steph Curry motherfucker, because now everybody's shooting threes and a 17-point lead isn't safe because everybody can, shoot the three and bring the game back. And oh my God. Did Podcast Rob send me this one too? Magic got offered $200,000 by the Kansas City Kings a year for like 7 years. And he goes, oh, wow. He goes, he said, I never had that kind of money. His dad goes, I got to talk to you outside. He goes, you've been broke for 18 years. You can be broke for another year. So he went back to school, won the Natty against Larry Bird in Indiana State. And the rest is history. And even who was talking about? Oh, Magic was on with Steven Jackson is on with the guy who got into the fight. The guy, what's his name? I see his face. His wife is married now to the former Laker, who was the Knicks' former head coach, was the point guard on the Lakers all those years. What, he win 4 or 5 rings with the Lakers? Devin? It's not Devin. Shit. I'm thinking. So him and Steven Jackson have a podcast. Matt Barnes. Yeah, Derek Fisher, Matt Barnes. Thanks a lot, podcast Rob. Thanks a lot, Rob. And they were talking to Magic about Bird, and they used the N-word for Bird. Because, they back then, a white guy was a white guy, but they said Bird was different. That's what they said. Bird was different. They all respected Bird. And I was like, yeah, Bird could play. I thought that, so that's the thing. All you guys send me stuff, and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, yeah, I think Cullum sent me how Hart since the All-Star break. I mean, guys playing like 46, 47 minutes a game. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable how he's playing. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Jay Wright said this is the era of taking these young freshmen and trying to play against older players. The era of taking these young freshmen and trying to play against older players is over. I don't know. It is what it is. That's the thing now. Now guys can transfer. They don't have a good situation now. Graduate transfer, and you have older kids playing because this is their last shot. They'll make more money in college than they will. There was a guy on NC State was playing there was a kid in law school. The only player in college. This kid was in law school and playing college basketball. And if I was a college player, I would get all the free education I could. I'd be like, shit, man, put me reg. I mean, think about it. You get 6 years in college. You take classes over the summer. You can finish your undergrad in 3 years. Easy. And then go on, get master's, MBA. Set yourself up. Why not? Get everything you can out of that college. Let them pay for everything. Come out with no debt. Yeah. Yeah, Nets lost again last night. Yeah, Nets suck. Yeah, 115, but at least they're not a good team, dude. They're playing at the Knicks on Saturday. They're 26-44. Oh, and I saw this. Bird got pissed off. Yeah, he did. That's all he did. And this is crazy. So France's governing body for soccer, the French Football Federation, prohibits Muslim athletes from fasting while at the national team's training camp during Ramadan. Which, what the fuck is wrong with you idiots? That's like the holiest time of the year. Listen, I am not a religious person, but I was walking yesterday on 6th Avenue, and there was a bunch of guys with. I noticed as I walked by, then I processed it. The guys all had their little blankets, and they have to pray a couple times a day. I respect that. That's discipline. Discipline I don't do. Hey, I'm Jewish. I am Jewish for the food. I'm not Jewish. When I have to go to temple, it's torture. It's like, how many more hours we have here? Oh my God, this is never going to end. But this is crazy. Yeah. States that team meetings, group meals, and training sessions for the French senior and youth national teams will not be modified on account of any player's religion and the players who observe. That's ridiculous. Ramadan, you can't eat from sunrise to sundown. Kyrie played last Sunday during Ramadan. I remember Elijah played during Ramadan. So that guy was playing games with no food, no drink in his system, and playing his ass off. Really? Dude, you haven't gone to my mother's house, motherfucker. Wow, you're dissing my fucking food. Motherfucker. Dissing my food. Yeah. But I think it's disgusting, man. I think when I hear this stuff, yeah, Ramadan. Yeah. Yeah, also, it was a controversy last year after email leaked in which the referees for the country's domestic professional leagues were ordered not to briefly pause matches at sunset during Ramadan so fasting players could hydrate and eat a snack pitchside. Wow. All right. Wow. I don't know I heard this stuff. It's disgusting. Dude, Jewish food does not blow. There's no such thing. What's Irish food? And what's, you ever go to England? Yeah, what's it? It's the fish and chips. That's it. You can drink a lot of beer. I have never heard of really good Irish food. Jewish food, Jewish soul food, man. Have you ever had a good knish? You ever have a good deli sandwich? Let me think what else. My mom makes a noodle pudding, matzo ball soup, kreplach, which is like what's kreplach like? It's like a dumpling in soup. My grandmother used to make that kick ass. Dude, there's so much good shit. Yeah, you just haven't had it. Yeah, and you compare an Irish to a Jewish food, dude. Yeah, no, yeah. Who doesn't love a knish? Motherfucker, dissing my fucking food. You motherfucker, kick your ass. Yeah, what do you say? Give me a what? Good knish? Yeah. Yes. So there's a place, Sarge's, Michigan, and I found it. There's a place a couple blocks away. They got hot dogs in a knish, guys. You haven't lived until you had a hot dog inside a knish. Holy shit. That's good stuff. Yeah, Rob, don't they just boil everything anyway? Good going, Rob. Boil some potatoes. Arr. And the basketball game got interrupted today. And good going there. And yes, you did grow up in Brooklyn. The basketball game that Kate Middleton has cancer, that she has to, that has to be news, and that she has to out herself saying she has cancer is fucking disgusting. That should be her own private matter. None of us should know. It shouldn't be any of our fucking business. Let her deal with her shit in person. She's got 3 young kids, and she has to tell the world that she has fucking cancer and can't deal with it because she's a princess. That they had to break into the basketball game. This was a national news report. I go, you know what? Leave her the fuck alone. Who the hell cares? Let her have her own privacy, dude. I was like, I'm disgusted. Oh, Marquette's up by 5. Pew. Oh, Connecticut's only up 21-4. And Clemson's beating up. I'm going to lose that game too. I had New Mexico going far because I thought Clemson was overrated in the ACC. Motherfuckers. Damn, I got beat. Yeah, well, hey, can't win them all, right? 101 dual autograph cards sold at auction this week. LeBron card, LBJ Bronny card. Oh, that's what I want. I want an LBJ Bronny card because that's a card that's worth a fortune. Can you take some pressure off your kid? 114,000. One of one autograph card with LeBron and Bronny signed it. 114,000. Can you, and no offense, Bronny was not a McDonald's All-American. He wasn't. You know what? Because, I mean, Bronny is the clout and everything is because of his dad. I watched him play. He's an all right player. He is not even close to his, and I feel the pressure on this kid is astronomical. That this whole like setup is disgusting. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, and what Chet Holmgren has a $144,000 rookie card. Who has this money? Who's paying for this shit? Oh, Paul Pierce says that Curry influenced NBA more than LeBron and MJ. Hey, Paul, are you just trying to pull shit out of your ass? And yeah, Curry was more influential than MJ and LeBron. Really. And probably Magic and Bird too. Because without them, there'd be nothing. Yeah, there'd be nothing. Dude. All right. We're going to switch. You want to come on for a couple? Saul wants to come on. He's dying to come on. All right, guys. I'm going to get off YouTube. I apologize. I'll let him come on for a couple minutes, and then I'll get to trivia questions. All right? Peace out. You agree that we can all see it coming? Find out after we hear 3 different versions of the story. Yes. 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 I saw the picture you guys posted today. I saw that. What do you think about that, Rob? The picture you put where you took the glasses off and he thinks he has the glasses on. He thinks he sees Rose. He opens them up again. Yeah. And you know what? Otani looks like this guy, nothing going on. And Major, he's a degenerate gambler. Wouldn't that be interesting? Well, but the things too. Listen, he has the money to do it. Yes, you did post that pic. He has the money to do it. Like Jordan did. Jordan had the money to gamble. I talked about that with Saul. He had the money to gamble. So I don't know, man. Dude, you hope it's not true, but you don't know. You just don't know. Oh, okay, so let's get up. Sully wants to come on, but that's a good question. Yes, I think it smells fishy, Rob. It smells really fishy. That at least come forward and just be honest. The thing that saved with the steroids, everybody got thrown through the mud except Andy Pettit. Andy Pettit came out immediately and said he took the steroids because he was trying to recover quickly. When you get ahead of it, people seem to like, okay, but when you start making up fucking stories and everything, yeah. Well, that's what, yeah. Bumbles thinks that he's going to be a bust. Bumbles thinks that Yamamoto is going to be a huge bust. And what else will they suspend? Will they suspend Otani for life? Well, that's the thing. If you bet on your own team, that's a ban. That's a ban. Isn't that banning? Isn't that banned for life? Well, that's what they did with Rose. In football, I know if you bet football, 2 years. Do you guys know if it's longer? So he just gets suspended for this year? He always looks so happy, And he, is he going to be aloof and say, I didn't know what was going on? Dude, you've known this guy since 2017. Wouldn't you see, payments of up to $4.5 million? Wouldn't you start? Who doesn't check their bank accounts? Are you that aloof that you wouldn't check your own bank accounts? And you, now all of a sudden it's a theft? Something. And the story changed? Yeah, I hear you, dude. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, Yamamoto, who knows? Who knows? That's we're going to find out on that front. Yeah. I don't know. That is very interesting. Yeah. Yeah. And the rumors of getting Wemby a star. Come on, enough, man. Enough with it. Who cares? You're doing like you have nothing better to do. Oh, Tibbs wants a extension. New York Knicks. Tibbs hopes to secure a long-term deal this offseason. I think they're gonna have to do it, man. And this is where guys are making money. Travis Hunter buys his mom a home. Bought his mom a home. He's in college. Her dream house, 5-bedroom dream house. This week, on YouTube, he bought his mom a 5-bedroom, 2.5-bath house in Savannah, Georgia. He is still in college. 20 years old. Jesus Christ. Current value of $2.4 million. I guess he hasn't even got into the pros yet. Wow. Jesus Christ. bought his mom a $2.5 million house in Savannah, Georgia. Or somebody bought it for him. But somebody paid for it. In college. Because I know in college I was buying my parents' houses. Wow. God bless them. Yeah, that's a lot of shekels. Wow. A lot of money. Oh, they're trying to get Trey Turner to go to they're trying to get Trey Turner to go to the Spurs. So average sports guy in 1991, who you have to get rid of one NFL coach. Belichick, Reed, Lombardi, or Shula? Wow. Well, Lombardi stays. Belichick, Reed. Shit, between Shula and Reed, I think I'd take Reed. Yeah, that's a good one. You would get rid of Shula. Yeah. I would get rid of Shula too. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I get rid of Shula. And there was one for basketball coaches. It was Phil Jackson, Steve Kerr. Shit. Got to see if I can find that one. Yeah, he had another one. Yeah, he has good stuff. He had one, and I got rid of Steve Kerr. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, this is John Calipari's annual salary as head coach at Kentucky, $8.5 million. Greg Campy's an annual salary as head coach at Oakland, $330,000. They asked him who he would swap a jersey. He said, so they asked LT who he would swap jersey with during his playing career. This is from Greg Morris Cards. He said, we didn't really swap jerseys back in the day. Because if I wanted your jersey, I would just take it off your ass, okay? I just take it off your ass. Fucking hilarious. He is great, dude. Great. All right. Oh, wow. All right. Love it. Love LT. All right. All right. Saul, Michigan's going to be home. So I'm going to go to trivia question, guys. I'm going to go to last show's trivia. Saul, we'll do it another day. I know she's coming home soon, and I apologize. Okay. So what was the most runs scored by the Padres versus the Dodgers? And they've been playing against each other since April 1969. Most runs scored by a Padres team against the Dodgers all time. They've been playing since 1969. That's the question I have for you today. That's yesterday's trivia question. Does anybody have the answer? Anybody? Anybody? Wow. What was the most runs scored by a Padres team against a Dodgers team since they first started playing in April 1969. What is the most runs scored by a Padres team against the Dodgers? Michigan just sent me something. In 1984, teenager Zach Brown appeared on Wheel of Fortune and won $3,050. He spent all the money to buy a go-kart. He went on to become the CEO of McLaren F1 Racing. Holy shit. Wow. That is awesome. Michigan, that's a good one. Most runs scored in a game by the Padres against the all-time. One game. What's the one game record? Most runs scored in a single game by the Padres against the Dodgers. One game. What's the run total? Most runs scored in one game. That's the question. Do you know the answer? Do you know the answer? Yes, I did blow you off. Yeah, check mark there, buddy. She's coming home soon. 22. No, but good answer. Anybody else have an answer? Anybody? No, I'm looking for. I need a trivia question. Oh wow. Okay, this is good. Oh, I got a good one for today. Okay, good. Okay. The answer, because no one else is answering. Yes, I'll deal with it. Deal with it, Bubba. That's what I get for Michigan coming home early today. All right. The answer was yesterday. The Padres won 15-11. That was the most runs ever scored by a Padres team against a Dodger team. I was like, what? And it was from A.J. Casavel. And I looked at, and my buddy Jason said that was also the most combined runs scored in the game for any Dodgers-Padre matchup since they first faced in April 1969. Yeah, I thought it would have been more too. Yeah, I definitely did. Kev, what's up? Hope you're well. Saul's all upset at me because I didn't bring him on today, but that happened. Did you? So just tell it to me, dude. Tell it to me. You know what? Let me finish this trivia question and I'll let you come on for 2 seconds. No, dude. Wait a minute. Just hold on a sec. All right. Well, who was the first player to debut in the 2000s to make the Baseball Hall of Fame? What's up there, Kev? Who was the first player born in the 80s to be elected to the Hall of Fame? First player born in the 80s to be elected to the Hall of Fame. Does anybody know? First Major League Baseball player born in the 1980s to be elected to the Hall of Fame. You don't have feelings? You have some feelings. Shut the fuck up. Everybody has feelings. Like the song goes, feelings, nothing more than feelings. Holy shit. San Diego State's only up by 2 on UAB. Fucking A, motherfuckers. God damn it. UAB's made the most, third most free throws this season. That's a tough question. It is a tough question. Recently elected too. Think about it. So he had to be recently elected. I think very recent. And I actually talked to him on a show. I'll give you a little hint that a guy, he threw at a first pitch at a game, and they brought the guy, he struck out once in his high school career, and they brought the guy out who struck him out in high school to throw out the first pitch. I give another hint, but I think it'll give it away. If you guys really, you guys should know, this is a player that's, let me think. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, first year on the ballot. Got in first year on the ballot. He's a damn good player, too. Oh, Ken Griffey Jr., no. Nope, not Gwynn. No, I'm going to tell you guys, very recent. I think if I give you this clue, you'll get it in 5 seconds. He was recruited. He was going to go to Florida State on a football scholarship. Does that help any of you guys out? Florida State wanted him to play. He was a high school quarterback. He was going to go play football at Florida State quarterback, but he loved baseball more, so he went to baseball. Marty. Who's Marty? Why are you saying fuck? Saul, anybody have an answer? I thought that was a good one. I just gave you guys a good clue. Nothing? Nada? Oh, shit. Sorry. Huh. Do. Nobody's got it, huh? All right, I'll have to do the next show then. I guess I thought that was a really good clue. Yeah. Was going to play quarterback at Florida State, but played baseball. Yes, you do not have the answer there, Saul. Next show, guys. Next show. All right. Saul, you want to tell your story? You want to tell your, that was from Cooper. Who was that by? A guy named Cooperstown Dave. Yeah, it's a good question, dude. Saul, do you want to tell your story or not? Tell me. Talk to me. You want to tell your story or no? If not, I'm going. Oh, it's 3:59, dude. My watch is about to die. Yeah, Greg Maddux. Yeah, Greg Maddux was going to play quarterback at Florida State. Greg Maddux was the size of my fucking leg. He's a little scrawny He's scrawny. Pitcher, but he was scrawny. Wasn't scrawny. I really stumped you guys in this one. All right. I kind of like that. Guys, thanks for being on today. All right. Saul, save the story for me. I don't think there's a show tomorrow, guys. Sunday, I'm hoping, but definitely I don't think a show. No show tomorrow. So, yeah. Todd Helton, good one. Good one. Todd Helton, good one, but no. Todd Helton went to play quarterback for Tennessee. And who took over for him was Peyton Manning. But that's a good one. No. It's going to bother you guys. It's going to bother you guys. Wow. I kind of like this. You guys are still kind of trying to guess. Yes! Podcast Rob got it. Joe Mauer. Remember I told that story where he threw out the first pitch. I think he got honored by the Twins, and he struck out once in high school, and they brought the guy in who struck him out once in high school. I think he was an all-state baseball, football, basketball in high school. Florida State wanted him to go play quarterback, and baseball was bigger to him. He was a hell of a player, man. Yep. Well, it's going to bother you now because Rob, I gave him some time. Rob was on his phone Googling it, like looking around. He's like, oh, now I got it. I know he was on his phone. And watch, he'll get really angry right now. Be like, ah. All right. Yeah, guys. Hey, thanks a lot. Happy guys. Thanks for listening today. I know that Josh is ecstatic that we stayed on YouTube because then he can do other shit. And yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. And I can get you on, Saul, with me on YouTube. I have to invite you. So if you can get YouTube, I can put you on with YouTube sometimes too. But I could have switched you over. All right, guys. Great day. Peace out. Kev, Cullum. Yeah, all the guys. Guys, thanks for listening today. Bumbles, you guys rock. All right? Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Fucking horrific. This show was not fucking horrific. This show was just fucking good. That was good. Those boys are good. Sexual Chocolate. We the people. That is I love that band. Sexual Chocolate. The people out there. Sexual Chocolate. Those boys are good. Them boys are good. That was on the other day. I was watching that. All right. And Saul, think of a good 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. All right. Peace out, guys. Talk to you later. Adios.